A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome back to my channel. In this channeling session, I'm going to be talking about someone who's representing a group of people, a collective, a part of the collective. This person is a blended twin flame, and as I have told you in the past, there are two types of twin flame energies. Actually, there are three types of twin flame energies. Actually, there are four, but let me explain you the first two right now. Later, I will explain the rest too. So, in the phase of surrendering and during the time when people are working out their energies, there are majorly two types that are seen. One is those type of twin flames who are in polar energy or singular energy, which means that they are directed either by their feminine energy or they are directed by their masculine energy. So they project the feminine or the masculine depending on whatever their template is like or whatever learning they have. Because most of you might have realized, I hope you have, that ascension for you is a lifestyle and you will do inner work till your last breath, which is why twin flames are so different. And twin flames are star seeds are almost the same. There is not much difference. The only difference that I have noticed is of age gap, because star seeds who are here to support the twin flames came a bit later, because these are the people who would be training and coaching the upcoming generation on how to take care of this planet. So nevertheless, the second type of twin flames are the blended twin flames. Blended twin flames are those people whose masculine and feminine energies are no longer in opposite polarity, which means that due to their inner work or due to whatever they are doing, their energies have started merging within of them, inside of them. And so they start experiencing the masculine and feminine template both within them. Earlier, they were able to relate only with either the feminine or with the masculine. Okay. Now, because twin flame inner work happens in many different formats, it can be non-linear, it is also cyclic, it also happens in different phases. And sometimes for those people who think that recognition is the first stage, in some cases, like it happened with Shiva also, recognition actually became the penultimate stage or one of the final stages, because Shiva had not recognized Parvati for a very long time, even though his inner work was very good and he was doing inner work for many years. Due to his inner work, Sati had to be reborn, she had to be reincarnated as Parvati, and that's why there was an age gap between them. Most people don't realize these things, but I am purposely telling you this because a lot of twin flames don't know that their partner is actually a star seed who is born a bit later than them. Maybe 10 years gap could be there, 15 years gap could be there, but it will not happen in such a way that they are too young. You will obviously meet them when they are grown up, they are in their adult energies. You will not meet them before that. And in some cases, I have noticed that for the star seed partner, it may not be such a big deal to have the age gap, because they come from a very cool generation. They have obviously taken birth a decade later, so they have a different mindset. But the twin flame itself would have a lot of issues because they need to work on this problem. Also because they have grown up seeing how some people have abused them. So when twin flames were younger, some of them got sexually abused also, and it was probably done by someone who was elder to them. So they have created this phobia, or they have this pain inside of them which they need to heal. And this is also one of the implants that is purposely given to them so that their inner work can get hampered, and this is done by the demonic agents. Okay, so I hope there is no confusion. If you guys have any confusion, please join my Patreon page and ask me these type of deeper questions, because Patreon is for those people who are doing inner work at a very deeper level, and you don't even have to spend so much money. It's like affordable for everyone. But on Patreon, you can ask me these questions, and those exclusive videos will be shared for the Patreon members. Okay, so this is easier for me also, because then I have to streamline my content. I know what content I have to make and I have to put where. This is more of a community, bigger community is there on YouTube, and unlike other people, I don't even share content all the time. You guys know how I work. I share content whenever it's the right time, or whenever the energy surge is very high. Like yesterday's channeling where I spoke about the psychic fever. I mean, the psychic fever started happening towards the end of 2022, and a couple of people spoke to me about it, which was shocking. But it was only yesterday that I was guided to talk about it, because a lot of people must be wondering and they must be questioning God, that why am I getting these type of dreams? Because these dreams are not going to stop now. You are now, congratulations, you are now into the world of astral projection and lucid dreaming, and through your dreams also you are going to learn. So if people remember, I used to conduct a course called Dream Interpretation also. This course was specifically for those people who remember their dreams, they write it down, and they want to work through their dreams, because the dreams are a very important part of the ascension journey. In fact, whenever we are ascending, whenever our templates are healing, then also we get a lot of dreams. I've personally seen one demon had shown up to me, who did not show up to me in real world like the physical world, but that demon showed itself to me in the dream world. And that's it. As soon as I saw the demon with the red eyes and with all the antics going on, I recognized where is this demon coming from and who is sending it. And when I started healing that issue in the real world, things were very different after that. Before that situation, things were not the same, because I really did not know what is happening, why is it happening, who is it, who is bringing this energy into my life, who is the actual victim here. But thanks to that dream, the demon had to show up, because a lot of times demon energy or demonic energy or negative energy does not appear like this. So because of our inner work, when we do a lot of chanting, when we do a lot of solar plexus work, which is repeatedly saying the name or the sound of Ram, which is for our solar plexus, these things start happening. This is a very magical sound. It's called a Bij mantra, and I'm sharing it with you all for a reason. I won't be talking about it until and unless I've not personally experienced something, because that is also one of my things. As per a human design 5.2, I cannot do anything until and unless I'm 100% sure about it. And for that, I will try and test it many times, so that, if there's a problem, then it will appear. So all these modalities, all these tools that you're getting on this channel, please use it wisely, and also give yourself strength. Don't be a weak person. Whenever your mind is misguiding you, playing tricks with you, telling you all the negative things about you, it just wants you to stay in a dark zone. That's all it wants to do. So you need to take the control, as in you, with the help of masters and source, you need to take the lead, and you need to tell your mind that shut up. I don't want to listen to you. But at the same time, you need something to rely on. You need to work on yourself so that you remain that strong, because mind also takes control over you via bad habits, via negative self-talk, via failures. A lot of things are there, okay? So these are the things that we jump into on a much deeper level during therapy sessions. And I recommend it to all those people who can afford it. Don't think that money is going to be a problem, because for twin flames, money is only a problem till the time they make it to be a problem. Once they realize that it is connected to their mission work and inner work, they are here to do inner work only and mission work only, nothing else they are here to do. They will automatically start building resources. So it's okay if you are going through poverty consciousness. I'll tell you, it is for a certain stipulated period of time only. Once you figure things out, it will not bother you so much. And then you will be able to help a lot of other people, and you'll also be able to help, certain specific areas or purposes of life, where you need to step forward. You might create something for others, you might do something, and then comes a stage when you realize that money is not even really money, it is just an energy. Okay, so I'll come to that later on. In this channeling session, I was given that the blended twin flames. Right now, I just spoke about two types of twin flames, the opposite polar twin flame energy and the blended twin flame energy. The other two I will explain later. There has to be something to look forward to, right? So I'll talk about it later, okay? And also you need to process this information right now. First you process this, and then, as I said, go on Patreon and ask these questions. So yeah, my dear friends, the blended twin flame is tired of looking for love or making any efforts. Because once they start getting into the blended energies, they start figuring things out better. When you're in polar energy, when you think you're just the divine feminine or just the divine masculine, which is never going to be the case for twin flames, you will have certain types of experiences as a feminine energy and as a masculine energy. And you have to embrace both, step by step, day by day, week by week, month by month, year by year. You will start embracing these energies. The polar energies that are causing so much friction, so much problem, so much misunderstanding, differences, and also illusions of romance. So all those people who are stuck in the romantic illusions, they are confused. Someone is thinking that person is my twin flame, they may be a karmic for you. Another person is thinking that person might be my twin flame, they may be a soulmate. Then somebody is thinking that person might be my twin flame, it could be a false twin flame. But surprisingly, they are not looking inside, or they are not approaching someone who can help them out using certain tools and modalities. And it's okay. Some of the people say that it's necessary to meet your twin flame. In some cases, it's not. So there are so many different types of categories in twin flame world also. It is so deep. It is deeper than what you can even imagine or perceive. But once you start entering this deeper world, you will start enjoying a lot. And then all these upper outside things won't make any difference to you. Then you will be really looking forward to every single day, because every single day will bring something for you. You will be a warrior on some day, you will be an observer on some day, you will be just a child on some day, you will be a disciplinarian, but it's not going to cause any problems, or it's not going to cause any issues. It's not going to be a disorder, it's going to be rather an order. Okay? And because this order is guided and surrendered, so you surrender under the masters, and then they will guide you the whole way. So then, even if on certain days you're not feeling great health wise, or some other reason is there, you know that today I'm supposed to go through this for a certain higher purpose or a reason. And I don't want to question that reason, because I'm not the doer. My masters are the doer. God is doer. Source is doer. I'm just here to be an observer. And you don't have to compare your life with other people, because the other people are living a materialistic life and they are here to create karma or maybe reduce karma or whatever their path is. But you are specifically here because this is your last life on earth plane. You're going to be out of this cycle of birth and death. And then you will be in a completely different dimension. The dimension that you're supposed to be in, and the dimension that you also maybe came from. For some people, they could be on earth for only a number of lives, like 7 lives, 3 lives, 2 lives, 1 life. And they don't know why their life has been this way. So, my dear friends, that's why we are telling you, work on your chakras and think of yourself. Now is the time. If you specially resonate with this channeling, then you must understand that as a twin flame, you will always have both energies in you. Okay? But when these energies start blending in, that's also a process. It doesn't happen overnight. During this process, you learn a lot of things. Your intuition becomes stronger. One of the bigger changes happens is that you stop making efforts for love, or you stop waiting for love, or you stop looking out for love, or you stop thinking that I want this person on this specific date, in this specific year. You will have intuitions also, very strong intuitions, like you would know that I'll get married on this year, or you would know that I'll do this profession by this time, or you would know that I'll definitely be doing that. Some of the things will happen to you in such a way that you can even have visions about it. But some of them may not reveal fully, like the time frame. Like I remember around 10, 12 years back, 10, 11 years back, I could see that someone would pass away, like someone would die. I saw it literally. I also had this strong intuition that it will take at least a decade, 11, 12 years for this thing to happen. It made me a bit sad. It made me a bit nostalgic also, because obviously when you know someone and you see something like this, you have a vision about it, then you don't want to think about it, right? But when it literally happened, and it happened recently, I was I was I had to accept it. I was not like fighting against it or feeling bad. But then the other things that happened around it, the other experiences that happened around this whole event, that was the more bizarre part. So the vision could just be one glimpse into what's going to happen. So many other things around that vision are connected with your life, with your inner work, with your ascension. So some of you could, maybe you got some visions 3 years back, 5 years back, 10 years back, and you were like, this is never gonna happen. And then suddenly, boom, those things happen in front of you. So God is trying to tell you that you always had those special gifts, but you were not ready to believe it, or you were not ready to understand it at that time. You were not able to process it. And 10 years down the line, 5 years down the line, 8 years down the line, you're able to solve the puzzle fully. So when you're able to solve the puzzle fully, it is for you to understand that whatever you see in the physical world is not real. Whatever you see here is literally temporary, and so you should not really spend too much time trying to fix the external reality or the physical reality. So they tell you that secret, in the book Secret, they tell you that secret can do this, secret can do that, it can get you money, it can bring you fame, it can bring you blah blah blah, 100 things, love life. But it's the twin flame journey or the Starseed ascension journey, because both these journeys are very same, just very tiny differences there. That's when you actually learn how to actually use the secret. They're telling you, use the secret. This is how it works. But no one is telling you how to use it, why to use it, when to use it. Like, should I even use it or not? Is it even required or not? So those things you learn throughout the twin flame journey, step by step, as I said. So here also a key lesson is shown to me. The blended twin flame, who is in a different phase now, does not want to do anything to get the love. Now they are like, okay, I've done a lot. I've tried to control this situation way too much. I've only gotten hurt, or it has not given me a great feeling. But now that I'm in surrendered energies and I'm so interested in learning about my life, so interested in learning about mission work, so interested in doing this ego death. Because a lot of people want to be healers, writers, helpers, volunteers, because even that somehow pumps their ego. This is one thing that very few people will understand. I hope most of you, all of you understand. That will be a very happy thing for me to happen. That ego does not only happen when you guys are thinking about fame, recognition, money, but sometimes it also comes in front of you as a spiritual act, or as a, in Hindi we say dharmic act, which is religious act. It can also come in the form of trying to get people's love or publicity. So all of you are gifted and all of you are special, but there is a timing for everything. And those who are in the blended twin flame energies will understand now very clearly why for so long they felt they are a divine feminine or a divine masculine. And it's actually a good thing to be in those energies also, because this is one big realization that you will get. You will now understand the role of feminine and masculine much better. So now there is no more hunting for love, searching for love, going for websites, or, see, if it is written for you that you are going to meet your partner through such and such platform, or through such and such role, or through such and such situation, then that too will happen very naturally and organically for you. It will not look like an effort, or it will be very guided. And when it happens, then you will know, okay, this is why this happened. And for some people, it might be that they already have that person around them, but literally they are trying so much to fix that relationship or to fix the situation. And many a times it's not always necessary that it's the other person who's always wrong. It could be that they have some situation going on in their life. As much as we feel that we need this, or we want this, or we are stuck, or we are this, or we are that, the same situations may apply to the other person also. That's why we need to have more compassion and we need to release the bitterness. The day we release the bitterness, people come back, and I have seen it because I keep talking about it personally. I have all these experiences of people coming back and the reunions and talking about things and meeting and going out, and it becomes very normal and natural. It's just that you don't want to boast about it, you don't want to talk about it like it's a big deal, where the relationship or the romance becomes the number one priority. That is not how twin flames are supposed to function. For them, it is always ascension, inner work, and mission work, which is number one priority. And this makes them a person who is full of unconditional love, full of giving nature, full of peace, full of contentment, and full of authenticity also. Because peace and contentment does not only mean that you're always very sweet and polite. Yes, sweetness and politeness is much needed, because there are so many places where you just have to simply be quiet and ignore the negativity. So that is also a part of the process. But there are certain places where you have to be a very strong warrior also. You have to be a demon slayer. But before you enter, into those zones, the first work happens inside of you. So as a blended twin flame, you know that your love is your love. No one can take it away. No one can snatch it away. No one can steal it away. Nothing is gonna happen. Your love will always love you, and they love you more, and you love them more. And this love is so strong, it can never get disconnected. It can never break. It can never, depart from you. It can never separate from you. Separation is an illusion, and this is what the blended twin flame understands via practical experience. Alright, so this is where I'm going to close the channeling session. If you need personal sessions, hand holding, counseling, guidance, please go through the description box and you can take up a session. If you're from the abroad world, like outside India world, then you can use the PayPal link. But if you are from India, then you have to write to me, because PayPal does not work in India. And if you want to study deeply, then you can also go on Patreon. And if you want individual attention, customized attention based on what your energy is, then you can enter therapies also. So all these wonderful options are available. And I will see you soon in another one. One love, peace out, and Jai Shri Ram.